Good morning, everyone. Time for the weekly update. Kind of had a lot of wind last night, but the storms never really came that they predicted. So everything survived. My volunteer tomato plant is getting big fast. Plenty of flowers on it. This is probably just the cherry tomato, the Texas Roadhouse one. A lot of things have been growing very well. The habanero plants are taking off. Don't see any really starting to set yet, but oh, there's one down there. This plant still only has one pepper on it. I don't understand that. I guess there's a couple more down here starting, but yeah, this plant should have like 100 peppers on it by now. Same with this one. It's only got a few. I don't think this is the best growing dirt. These mole peppers they're not changing color. Don't know if they're supposed to, when you're supposed to pick them, what do you do with them. I'm sure you can tell I need to get in here and weed again. These peppers are doing well. I'm pretty sure these are Jamaican. I see that one's there starting to change color. This plant has nothing on it. Don't know why. This plant has nothing on it. Don't know why. That plant has nothing on it. And that one. So, those are fails for now. As for the bell peppers, I got the two that I put here a week or two ago, and they're alive, but not really doing great. But these guys have really taken off over the last week. Last couple weeks, really. No peppers yet, but I'm sure any day now they're going to start. There's a couple getting ready in there. They'll start getting them soon. So hopefully those work out. And this one's changing color. I think it's because it's dying. But that one there is also changing color, and it's a really nice one. Raspberries look good. I don't get a lot of raspberries, never have. Don't know why. Maybe they're big feeders and I don't have enough in the ground, but I do like them. That batch right there. The new growth looks really green. It's easy to tell what's old and what's new. Another one there. Here's a pepper plant. Growing in rough conditions. So anything I get up there is a bonus. Same with this one. This one looks like it must be a boot jalokia. Actually, a Scotch bonnet, maybe. All the branches I cut are starting to die off. Make a heck of a bonfire someday. Not much has changed over here. Green onions look great. Turnips are doing well. I'm eating them. I don't know if these ever get too woody that you just can't eat them anymore, but I had some last night. I don't know. Probably do need to pick them, but I don't know what I'd do with them all. The green onion seeds are ready. I mean, I could harvest all those, but I probably have like 3,000 seeds inside already. Potatoes. I don't know, this plant completely died. I think there must be something wrong with this one. But some of them are starting to die off some. Actually, this one over here. So maybe it's time to already harvest those. I have to dig those up very, very soon. This, I believe, is an ancho. Yeah. There's an ancho pepper down there. And this plant, no peppers yet. Just don't understand the ones that don't have peppers yet. Lettuce is pretty much done for. Just letting it go to seed at this point. Might as well let it go to seed and produce more for next year. And that's not lettuce, that's a weed. Need to get that out of there. And some cayenne peppers growing in there. Whatever this pepper plant is. I guess Jamaican. These are no Brute Jalokias. Don't see any on there yet. They like hot weather. They're out of luck because it's been a cool summer. My volunteer carrot. Either that or I missed one last year. The root's just growing again. Now look at this Brute Jalokia. That one's got a lot on it. That's good. Some more anchos. Plenty of anchos. Another cayenne pepper plant. That one looks like it's getting ready to take off. Didn't get very big though, so won't get as many as I should. Another red potato plant that's dying off. But then some that look like they're starting. So I'll let those go. Here's a big pepper plant. I think it's Jamaican maybe. I think all these discolored leaves are all the ones that were from when they were growing inside. This is another habanero. I believe it's a bell pepper. You see this red potato is starting to die off. A good shot of some more of the turnips. And I guess that is a green onion. You know, one thing about this green onions is you get all these seeds, but I never really get volunteer onions. I don't know why. And I think that's what that one is. The cucamelon, a beet that survived the wildlife. We have some of the Texas Roadhouse cherry tomatoes growing in here. They're actually growing. And I believe this is a jalapeno plant. And then the radish. Everything's eating radish seeds. It must be popular amongst the animals around here. That's a weird pea pod. Also, something weird on the radishes. I don't know if you can see that, but it almost looks like there's radishes forming at each of the bases of this plant. I don't know, maybe I should try those someday. And a pepper plant growing there, as well as the carrots in here. Tops seem to be doing well, so I just have to see if there's any carrots under there. More raspberries. Kale's coming back. I swear the rabbits have moved on, don't really eat here anymore. I did see one out front this morning. So, be nice for that kale to come back. And I think a bell pepper there. Nothing here. So I guess I need to fill that up with something. And some more pepper plants. I believe those are bell, but could be habanero. Some of the raspberries coming up over here. I did get some slow bolting cilantro seeds. We have a bit FTA, not sure if you guys have heard of it, but kind of like an option for returns from Amazon and such, and I just got a bunch of seeds from there for like $2, 10 different types. There's my eggplant, the only eggplant that came up this year. I wonder if you can overwinter those. I'd be willing to do that. This Swiss chard's not growing very fast, but not in any rush either. And the lemon tree just died off. Got some jalapenos grown in there. My only concern now is if there's something wrong with this dirt, or the jalapeno is going to be good to eat. This is the basil. Still nothing has come up. I am just horrible at growing herbs. I don't know why. Pumpkins, looking fairly good. Starting to vine off. They're going to start losing daylight. Sure as everyone else knows, the days are getting shorter up here now. It's gotten pretty big. So we'll see. Hopefully I can just get a few pumpkins. I don't need a lot. I think that's my first flower. Oh my god. Look at all those cucumber beetles. Yeah, that's bad. Another one there. Did have a nice bell pepper plant in here, but it's gonna start getting choked out. And my volunteer plant, which is kind of looking like a pumpkin of some sort. But now I can't get to the compost, so I won't be taking any compost out this year. Here's another flower. I wonder if that's loaded with. Nope, that one only has one in it. Ugh, stupid beetles. Okay, the cucumbers, speaking of cucumbers, looking great, I guess, until those cucumber beetles get to it. That's only 2 plants right there, and look how nice it looks. And if you look on the inside, there are plenty of cucumbers growing, especially on this one. None of them started, but there's plenty of them just now starting, so hopefully get a ton of cucumbers. There's another cucumber beetle. There's jalapenos. Look at all these cucumber beetles. This is zucchini. Don't have any zucchini yet. I've had 2 start, but neither one of them, I guess, got pollinated, even though I hand pollinated them. The other problem could be that it's next to my maple tree and maybe it's just being choked out. It's a cucamelon that started on its own. Volunteer one. The milkweed. The beans are starting to put their runners off. Protected them long enough from the rabbits, I guess. So I might get a few beans this year. Some pepper plants. I believe that's a butternut. And here's my monster plant, which I'm not sure. I assumed it was just one plant. Wow, look at those bees. Loving it. Yeah, you guys eat up. Anyway, I believe it's a pumpkin. You can see like this pumpkin here. And I don't know if these are actually 2 different plants because I'm getting these yellow things too. And this one in here has been yellow forever. So I don't know if they're really yellow or they're just dying, but every single one of them starts yellow. So I'm starting to get a lot of them. So I think it must be, we did have some weird yellow melon we got from Jungle Gems, which is like a produce company here. They sell all kinds of different fruits and vegetables. So that'd be cool. This plant has just looked god awful, but it's got some peppers on it. Cucamelon over there, I think I transplanted this one. They're everywhere. And some peas, a bunch of peas growing. I'll take you in there. There's a whole batch of them there. And that's a bell pepper, I believe. This is a Butcholokia. It's getting to be very big, but not really any peppers yet. This ancho plant's really doing well, even with cucamelon starting to grow in it. And the cucamelons, they are doing awesome. These things grow in any condition. Drought, rain, no disease, no pest. And it's very cool looking. I mean, look at all that ivy growing. How high up it goes. I'm sure it'll get to the top any day now. There are some. Just trying to look in here, see if you can find any of the cucamelons are starting. Just small. They're still just... Oh, there's the biggest one probably. So, anyway, should have 1,000 cucamelons easily. Alright, my son is all of a sudden taking up basketball again after not playing for years, so... There's the basketball hoop. You can imagine how many misses or shots bounce off into here. Hey, the tomatoes are definitely starting to make their tomatoes. It's more cucamelons, just it's almost like a ground cover. That's a beef steak. Plenty of peas going on in here too. I got a bunch of flowers on the volunteer one. And look at that, there's a tomato. That's a beef steak. Those are my favorite. Now these peas I know are the shelling pea. I need to let those get nice and fat. Doing really well. Nice one there. And more beef steaks. Flour. I've actually been trying to keep up with these this year and pruning the bottom and thinning it out, so hopefully that'll help. I do have these stupid butternut growing in here, and I mean, common sense says to take them out because it's going to choke out the tomatoes, but I haven't brought myself to do it yet. Swiss chard, the transplanted Swiss chard that didn't do well is starting to come back. And this is a beef steak, I know that. It's getting a few on there. This is this one. Some of the peas don't look good, but leaving them in for now. And these here are all the Texas Roadhouse cherry tomatoes. And you know, most normal plants look like that, but this cherry tomato from Texas Roadhouse gets, I mean, look how many flowers are on that. All those, I mean, look at that. Just one batch. So I should have a ton of those coming up. There's one here, and you can see there's already tomatoes starting. I'll be eating them soon. There's another Swiss chard. Some more of the cucamelons. Man, I've got a lot of cucamelons. It's a good problem to have. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to walk back here. Things are really starting to fill out, and it's supposed to be hot next week. I have a feeling this is all going to take off. So, as long as this can survive my son's basketball, I should have a lot of stuff. And the last thing, I guess, is a Swiss chard here. Alright, I think that might cover it for this week. Just want to thank everybody that stops by and watches. Get a lot more views this year. And if you don't mind, just go ahead, subscribe, and leave a comment. Love to hear from everybody who's stopping by and watching. And I will see everybody next week.